So, Children and Family Wellbeing Service, we are Lancashire's answer to early help. We were committed to becoming trauma-informed back in 2021. We've attended lots of the VRN training, linked in with Justin and Suzanne and Siobhan, and we've done loads of work. So we wrote our framework. How are we going to start embedding the trauma-informed ethos into what we do? And we're a huge service. So we decided that we needed training for all our staff, and we put this on our mandatory list. So we've delivered basic trauma-informed training to over 500 of our staff, and we started this in September. Our trauma-informed for advanced practitioners, for all our frontline family support workers, for our group workers, for our seniors, and then also trauma-informed for managers, for our staff that are giving support to our workers. Because we know that when people walk through our doors and them presenting behaviours, chaos, are angry, they're emotional, rather than saying what's wrong to them, we're saying, how can I help? So all them people coming through our doors, and that's including staff, because we all have good days and bad days. So we need to make sure that our staff are in a place to support our families. We've reviewed and rewrote our policies and changed our language, and we were then applied for the Bronze Trauma-Informed Accreditation with the support of the VRN to move ourselves forward. So we did a plan. We did a 3-year plan, and we could tick it off. And we worked with them to be able to embed changes within our service, changes within our practice, changes within the language that we use. And that's coming almost to an end, and we're starting to rewrite our new 3-year development plan now, because we've ticked all but one, and we've ticked half of that. We're just working towards the last bit. So we know that we're changing how the Children and Family Wellbeing Service, which is a workforce of over 777 people, to be able to work with children, young people and their families in our communities and work better with them and not to them. So we got our reward. We didn't, we were too big. We had to get 4 rewards, which was 4 lots of paperwork and 4 lots of hard work and evidence and taking photos around and talking to parents. And we got it for our family intensive support team, for our neighbourhood and community team, for our targeted youth support, all our youth workers that are working with young people, and also family time, when families are at the most vulnerable, when children have been removed, our family time offer. And we are the first authority to get this. We are the biggest organisation to ever get these awards, and we were the first to receive 4 awards, which we're absolutely proud on. But where are we now? What are we doing? So as well as doing all our day-to-day business of the Children and Family Wellbeing Service, our family intensive support and our neighbourhood and community offer, let's just throw something else at us. And we're going to take this journey of becoming family hubs. So we didn't get the funding, the national funding, but Lancashire County Council felt that this was an amazing ethos to go for, so they put the money into it. So we launched, back in September 23, the start of the early help, the family hubs with all our early help partners. And each district launched their first family hub. So within the family hubs, it's about bringing services together. And some of you might be linked in with your family hubs. And if you're not, I'm going to give you ways of being able to do that. It's about improving connections between families and professionals. So if they walk in one door, whether it's a family hub, or an ambassador, a school or a signpost, that they know where they can get help right then, which is right for them. We've put relationships at the heart of our family support and make sure that parents are on board with this. And we're just about to start launching our parent voice groups, so they can say and have that conversations with others of shaping our services moving forward, and also talking to the partners within our communities. And this is a joined up approach. This is like that whole 360 around that family, that they can get support and services for them. So with the family hubs, we're there. The bridges are other places which we may go and deliver some services from. Like it could be a health centre, it could be a library, it could be a school where we're delivering from. The signposts are where people can walk in when they're having a bad day and say, I need help, and they can say, you need to go here. We've also got Family Hubs ambassadors. And my first Family Hubs ambassador that we got on board was a hairdresser, because where do people talk most about the problems? In that seat. We're doing a virtual and a digital offer and also an outreach offer as well. So it's all encompassing moving forwards. And that's all the types of services, the documents, the multi-agency early help strategy, or best start in life, everything. That's all what we're working towards. And that all these documents and these principles are underpinning the work that we're doing with children and families across Lancashire. So a lot has changed since our first early help strategy, and we are just about to consult with partners and parents in the communities around revising this, because it was done back in 2021, and I did mine yesterday. I did one down in West Lancs where I work, and we got all the partners who come to one of our early help partnership meetings to do one of the, like going around the wards, coming up with ideas. But we've got things like we're embedding the graded care 2 profile. We're looking at family support and consolidating the family intensive work we're doing. We're making sure that our team around the schools and settings, our community staff, are linking in with all schools and nurseries within them districts. We're developing the family hub. We were called Cruise. Oh, and we hated that name. But now we're early help partnership groups, and we hold early help meetings to be able to look at what services are working and sharing ideas. We get trainers in, we get all different people to talk about. And we're looking at shared development priorities, because if two people can work on a project, it's half the energy and half the price. So it's about bringing people together to deliver services. And we've trained a training team of staff, and they're now delivering free trauma-informed training to all our partners in the schools, partners, community voluntary faith sector. And we're trying to get them to come on this journey with us, because it's no good us, CFW, changing our practice if we don't get our other colleagues to stop re-traumatising families and children and young people. We need to get that message across. So like I said, we started off with 12 hubs. That was one in every district in the first launch. That was our phase 1. We got them up and running. We got the ribbon cut and the balloons put out for that. And that was absolutely brilliant. But within districts, there were more needed. So then at phase 2, we launched another 17. So we have 29 family hubs across Lancashire. We've identified all the services that are coming into that, all our key partners, and we have to do that right across the county. So there's the 27 hubs. The blue ones were the first ones that we did, and then the red ones were in the second phase. And some are called family hubs and youth zones, and that's where we provide our key youth work from. We've got our website that's constantly under development, and we're wanting other partners to be able to then put things on there and get their services out there. So families, when they're struggling and they want some advice around parenting, that they get that full circle of who's out there and who can work with them. We've got all our courses, all our delivery on there, our partners that are also delivering within our centres. It's a free venue. Come along and try them out. We've got what's called an Annex F tool, which is basically a tick sheet of what we're doing. Are we green? Are we there? Are we amber? Are we getting there? Are we red? No, this needs development. And we're constantly revisiting it. And we're making sure that the landscape that we are working with, that services are accessible and that family hub networks are working. We've got new initiatives and partnerships formed on a weekly basis. I've got community seniors going out to partners saying, be part of our journey. Have this sticker in your window, and you'll see the sticker on the back of my laptop. And I've got 80 odd in West Lancs alone, and that's just one district, that are signed up to this, that are signed up to the ethos of it. We've got family hubs fully booked with multi-agency partners. That's midwifery, that's health visiting, that's children's mental health services, adult mental health services, employability services, stop smoking, you name it, they're in there and they're getting in there more. The footfall generally includes group attendance. So we have our level 2 offer, which is come to our groups and we will help and support you and your family. Or the level 3 offer, which is family intensive support, and we will put together a bespoke early help assessment with you and work with you, your family and the partners involved to make that family unit a better place and stop them escalating up into children's social care. Feedback from children, young people and parents, we did through a massive big piece of user research. We've established new and innovative services that families want. They're telling us what they want. And we've got the website, social media and our Facebook page. So in our first quarter, we only started this in September, we've had 62,060 meaningful contacts with parents and carers. Group attendances, over 57,000 people walking through our doors. Talk Zone is a service that we provide that's a free phone call and text services for young people. Children provided with intensive family support was over 4,255 in that first quarter. Over 800 service users with children with SEND, and we're getting all our SEND support to work around that as well. Unique visitors, people on Facebook, you name it, we're trying to work on this dashboard of what difference it's making, because I need to show my boss what we're doing, but then all our partners do as well, that it is making a difference. So we got over 2,250 early help assessments done in that first quarter, and we assess different needs. And if you look at the most assessed needs, this is no shock to anybody. Children and young people's emotional health and well-being, adults' emotional health and well-being, parenting capacity. So they're the main drivers of the family intensive support caseworks. The outcomes that we're delivering as well. 85% saying that services are good or excellent quality, and over 92% of them parents would recommend us to a friend or family. And the quality that we do, we love it when it's our turn, when it's my turn to do an audit, because I just know that's 3 days of my life gone every month. But we do observations within our groups to make sure services are brilliant. We look at strengths identified. We look at development if they need it. We look at how many cases that we're holding end with a needs met outcome, rather than a step across to social care or they're closing because they're disengaging. So we look at at the end of the support, what difference are we making, and our partners. And also, within the Family Hub's intensive support, 70% of all our cases come out with good or outstanding audits. So just looking at that capturing quality, in the districts we have set up one-stop shops. So the one-stop shop there, that's mine that was in West Lancashire, and I went there 2 months ago, it's first Thursday of every month, to go and do a little bit of a film, and at 8:45 when I arrived at the zone, I had parents queuing. Now, they're coming to see housing, they're coming to see job services, they're coming to see mental health, specialist schools and everything. They all sit in a big network and it's brilliant. We know it's starting to make a difference. We know that things like early identified speech and language, we're working with our speech and language colleagues because the lengths are so long. CAMS, we're working with CAMS and seeing what can we put in for young people before, because there's that long of a waiting list. We're looking at what new initiatives are coming out. So this is like weight and nutrition clinics, immunisation, and work with the police. We did an amazing piece of work with the police that was very, very reactive of an incident of young people that were causing crime, setting things on fire and throwing stones and bricks. And we all came around it and we got that incident and that culture changed. And it's about changing that culture. It's about working with people to do that. We're growing our network. We're looking at our rural areas, and we've got our first rural area board set up. We've got community and faith sector on there. We've got our health partners on it and everything. So we're looking at how we grow our network. And this is going to continue. This is going to, it's like moss, it's going to carry on gaining momentum. And we need partners to say, you know, I work in HRV. I want to be part of this. And we'll put you in the right direction. Anywhere within that Lancashire footprint. And that is me, finished with 10 minutes to spare, Justin, not 5. And that's the Zap code. If you want to do any of our free training, please help yourselves.